Yeah, not just my house is a subscription, it's also my hair. I really miss this spot. Look, we're back in this nice, cozy corner again. Wonder how long it's been. Even though it's just a spot in my room, you never know the importance of something or someone until it's been gone for that long, even if they were a couple feet away from you. Anyways, my hair is cut, which I wish it happened to game prices nowadays because they're really expensive. I wish they also got a haircut. Yeah, nowadays things can get a little expensive. Games used to be a little cheaper. Kind of. Now for their value, it feels like the same. But sometimes the value is out of whack. Like there's games up to $70 nowadays, and that's the standard for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Nintendo Switch, they're about to push it. They're about to push it to 70. Nowadays, if you think about it, not the value outside of the game, how people want to resell it, but how valued the games themselves should be, not just the rarity of the game. So like, for example, games back in the 90s would be like 20, $30. GameCube games, 30, $40. Around that era with the original Xbox and PlayStation 2. PS3, Wii, Xbox 360, $50. And we've had a standard of $60 last decade or so. Now Nintendo just crossed the boundaries last year with its $70 game, its first $70 game, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Wow, that's crazy. It's still $70 in my Walmart, even though they're kind of discounted at Walmart. They're about $50, $55 for most of the games. Yeah, but that's how business is nowadays. God, I hate inflation. I started reading articles to see if anybody would notice the price change in games. So I went to GameIndustry.biz and looked up all this information. We're asking ourselves here if it's possible for a PS5 and Xbox Series X game to go any higher than $70. Of course it's possible. It's inflation. This is how the world works. The price always goes higher and sometimes the value may go lower. You remember when games used to be $50? Yeah, that was a perfect price. Oh, wait, they're 60? Oh, wait, they're 70? Damn. Yeah, it's just really expensive as everything went up. I mean, look at the prices back in Nintendo 64 days. Those are expensive, but nowadays, like, they're going to start getting more expensive. You don't realize how much your money worth is going up. I'm going to be broke someday. Due to inflation, I'm going to have to start living up there on the roof. Back in here again, right? It's in the bucket. That is a water cache. Well, I just got paid, and I didn't even rob a bank this time. Or get shot. Ooh, what could I do with a lot of money? It doesn't feel like inflation anymore. I can buy whatever I want now. Everything is cheap. Ooh, I'm rich. So, let's get this on the road. Well, since I just spent my money on this podcast, a few dollars I found in that black bucket, I'm a little irresponsible with spending, so I spent it on the podcast like my dumb ass should do. So, podcast, we're talking about game prices today. So, what are we doing? We already have our first caller. Hey, what's up?
I was just wondering if you cared about other people's opinions on the podcast.
Okay. I actually already have a few questions written. Alright. Let's get to it. What do you think a game price is nowadays?
Well, I think they're too damn expensive, and that they really need to fix that problem.
Okay, I like your response. They really should be lower, let's be honest. Alright, number 2. What items do you think rip us off?
Well, it's gotta be consoles, controllers, and obviously video games.
Oh. Yeah, that really hurts us all. Consoles, controllers, and video games cost way too much, which leads to our third and final question for our caller here. What should a console, a controller, and a video game cost? Let's hear it.
Let's start off with the console. It obviously has to cost $301. A controller has to cost $61. And a video game, $51.
Excuse me?
Well, you heard me. 301, 61, and 51. You got it.
But they're all $1 over what they're supposed to cost.
Well, I'm a rich man who thinks they have power over everybody, and I get the price wherever I want, even if it's making the product $1 more expensive. So, don't get mad though, right? Uh-oh.
You no. What is wrong with you? Why am I hitting the mic? Just teach you a lesson. I'm getting out of here. Stupid lighting on my face. Shut the cameras down.
The truth hurts, and we all know the truth hits us at some point, and it will give us great pain. Sometimes you won't even notice it. Sometimes it can go right over your head, literally, and you just don't know. You don't know what can happen. Now, can we find a way to fix this inflation and all the high prices? No. Actually, now that I think about it.
Well, let's figure this out. You see this game? A Wii game released back in 2007. Now, this, a Nintendo Switch game released back in 2023, or a couple months ago back in October. Now, which one is more expensive? It's obviously the Switch game that came out a couple months ago. Now tell me, which one is worth more? The older game or the newer game? Well, in this case, the older game, because there's 2 copies of this game. And this game is probably worth nothing. Trust me, even a clear case of Nintendo Switch is worth more than 2 copies of Flame Smash. Just none of it makes sense anymore. Reality doesn't make any more sense. Look behind me. I was in that corner. 2021. 2020. This was the setup. It's still this area, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? Exactly, isn't it? And reality can trick us. They're trying to up the price. The government. Well, actually, I might be going a little too far, but you understand where I'm going with this, right? Like the value, I understand. They can go up on certain games that are rare. But I swear, the prices go up. I'm not even mad about modern prices anymore. Look back in the days, Nintendo 64 games, I thought they'd be like $20. But I guess that's how value works. Some things devalue. Some things may go up in value, but how Nintendo values it right now, Nintendo 64 games are about $10 a piece. Specifically on the eShop when it did exist, or when it's going to not exist. GameCube games would probably be like 16. What is going on with me? No, not 16. $15. Yes, just do 16 minus 1. Look, you have some simple math subtraction, you get 15. Wii games, I'm pretty sure they're priced $20. And like the games like DS and 3DS, They might be around that range, just a little cheaper. PlayStation and Xbox, they're kind of doing their own thing. One word: expensive. Anyways, this whole video feels like a life lesson. Destroyed my podcast. I destroyed myself. Everything's being destroyed. This is a reminder that not everything lasts forever. So, this is your one motivational nerd talk episode. Oh my god, that's not the first time I said nerd talk. This whole year. See, I told you reality confuses you. But yeah, that's just how everything works. Ow. What's going on? What the? No. I'm not doing this.